So Sony released some more limited edition products. We've got the Ghost of Yotei Dualsense controllers and PS5 covers, and they actually might be cooking this time because these look really good. We've got the gold version controller and console covers, but we've also got the exclusive to PlayStation Direct black version. Let's open them up and see them side by side. So let's start off with the controllers. First, I want to kick off with the black controller because we haven't seen quite as much of this one as we have the gold, but you can see the boxes are the same, just with the black design instead, and otherwise a fairly standard PS5 controller box. Let's get the controller out of the plastic and get our first look, and there we go. That looks clean. I have to admit, this looks a lot better in person than it does in the photos. It's actually a kind of an off-white look to it. I thought it looked kind of a standard, almost original white type of look with this graphic printed on top, but they've definitely put a bit more effort with this one. This is what I like to see. But let's take a look at the gold one next, and then we'll look at some of the more fine details on this controller. And opening up the gold version, and there we go. Damn, that's got a lot more shine on it compared to the black one. The gold is literally reflecting here. I didn't expect it to be quite as shiny as that. You know what? The gold is looking good as well. These are good. This is good. This is a step in the right direction for these limited editions. I'm loving them so far. So side by side, you can see the design is actually the same on these controllers. It is just a black graphic instead of gold, but you can see the gold has a lot more shine to it, whereas the black is more of a matte look. A closer look at the controller, you can see there's actually sort of slashes and cuts on the surface of the controller, and these are actually indented. They're not just printed on, they're actually, you can feel the cuts in the controller, which is a really nice touch. And these slashes go across the touchpad on the other side of the controller. You've also got the sort of off-white face buttons with the black symbols on this controller. On the gold version, you can see the symbols are gold instead, which definitely matches the graphic on the front. Both the controllers have a grey, kind of a light grey front plate, analog sticks, home button, and that carries over to the triggers and shoulder buttons. I'm so glad they didn't stick with just a black shell on the front and on the triggers. I do think this light grey just makes the design pop that little bit more. And then flipping over to the back, we've got some differences here as well. The gold version does have the sort of logo in the grey matching the triggers, and then right in the center is a bit of gold. But on the black version, this logo is completely black. Tucked away in the corner of both controllers, we've got this PlayStation symbols logo here with a red background, almost like a hidden extra touch because you can't really see it from the front, but we do have that on both controllers. When you put the controllers next to original white DualSense controller, you can definitely see that the base color is a lot warmer on these limited edition Ghost of Yotei controllers, and it's probably the first thing you notice when you pick them up. It does just make these controllers feel that little bit more special. I actually think these new controllers go so well next to my sort of day-to-day custom PS5 controller with this silver and white look to it. This is actually a custom controller from Clutch Controllers with TMR anti-drift joysticks installed. So this is why it's my main controller, because this will never get stick drift. I'll leave a link in the description to Clutch Controllers if you want to customize your own controller. There's so many mods and designs to choose from, so definitely check it out. Moving on to the console covers, I did actually pick up the gold PS5 Pro covers. You could get them in black, but only bundled with the console and the controller with the standard base PS5, but they didn't seem to have the black ones available separately, and definitely not for the PS5 Pro. So let's open these up and take a look. So here we have all the console covers out of the box, and you do get the disk drive cover if you need it, or you get the no disk drive cover for the back of the console. So it does look like one side of the console will be fairly plain. I guess if you have the console horizontal, this will be facing down anyway, so you won't really be seeing it. But the top part of the console, or the front of it, definitely has a lot of detail on it, and it looks really, really cool. The gold design on the front plate is raised, as you can see, which looks really nice, and it has a similar gold shine to it as with the controller. I would say that the gold shine is not quite as sort of reflective as it is on the controller, but still has a nice shimmer to it. But there's actually a few more details there. As you can see, there's a few sort of engraved designs on these front covers, and they actually have a glossy backing to them. So when it catches the light, you can just see a bunch of extra details on this design, and it looks epic. I must say, this looks really premium. This genuinely looks like a decorative piece of art right now on the PS5 Pro console. I'm really impressed with this limited edition Ghost of Yotei consoles and the controllers. I think they've really stepped up their game. The design and the intricate details on this, it just stands out way more than any of the other limited editions, at least the ones we've had recently with the controllers and stuff. Really lazy designs. So hopefully they carry on with creating epic designs like this. So that's a look at the limited edition Ghost of Yotei controllers and PS5 Pro console covers. Let me know what you think of these in the comments, and definitely subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.